About 3 or 4 seasons?
They're up for sale if you want them.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along. Move along.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Interesting scene. Interesting scene, right? That was from Star Wars, the Jedi Mind Trick. How long you had these droids? These are not the droids you're looking for. These are not the droids we're looking for. He can go about his business. You can go about your business. Move along. Move along. Move along. Jedi Mind Trick. Love it. Love the Jedi Mind Trick. But what I want to explore is if the Jedi Mind Trick is being used in the Virginia gubernatorial race. I'm just saying. Real quickly, I'm not in Virginia, but I lived in Virginia for about 5 years, and I got in-laws in Virginia. Love Virginia, wonderful place. It's so green out in Virginia in comparison to being someplace like Texas. Just a different scenery from Virginia to California to Texas, but I love it out there. Okay, but anyhow, you got these two women candidates. Whatever candidate wins is going to be the first woman to ever be elected governor for the state of Virginia. Okay, interesting. On for the Democratic side, you got Representative Spanberger, who is at one time, of course, she was a postal worker, postal inspector actually. Went from there, joined the CIA, worked at the CIA as an intel analyst, where she specialized in nuclear proliferation. That's what she did. Left there, did some time as an aide, ran for political office, and there you have it right there. Educated lady, very smart, married, has three children, wonderful looking family. Then on the other side, you got Winsome Earle-Sears, Jamaican immigrant, right? Naturalized, spent some time in the Marine Corps, 3 or 4 years in the Marine Corps, also married, right? Has 3 children, lost one in a car accident along with some grandchildren. Also, she's also educated, she's the current lieutenant governor, had her own business, a electrical business, spent some time on the education board, worked with the Salvation Army, with homeless. So you got one, both of them qualified, one coming from a grassroots, the other one is coming, I'm talking Winsome Earle-Sears, she's more grassroots than Ms. Spanberger. I think they're both qualified. Now, they disagree on issues, LGBT issues, gun rights issues, abortion issues, right? These are some of the issues that they disagree on. Strong, and those are like main issues. Tariffs, they disagree on tariffs. And I'd admit, I have a Christian world. Again, I'm Terry. By the way, if you like this video, please subscribe and like and share. Okay. But anyhow, I really lean toward Winsome Earle-Sears, even though she's behind in the polls. She recently picked up a little steam, drew a little closer. Still, I think she's within 5 points, margin error, or something like that. But that's what's going on. So because of that, because she picked up a little steam, enters Barrack Obama. Now, Barrack Obama enters this, and as he enters this race, he's endorsed Ms. Spanberger. Okay, I really don't care how people vote or who he endorses. I really don't. Okay, and let me get this straight about Barrack Obama. I didn't vote for him. Okay, never voted for him. Now here's the crazy thing. But when he got elected, I cried. Now I didn't cry because I was mad or happy. I cried because I was thinking about my ancestors, what my mama and my grandparents went through. That's why I cried. I couldn't vote him because I had a conviction. I have a strong conviction against abortion. If a candidate's for abortion, I don't vote for him. Well, Terry, there's more issues. I get that. I just think abortion is a God issue, and so I don't vote because I can't get past Genesis, the second and third chapter, where it's about be fruitful and multiply. I can't get past that. So that's my little thing. Okay, that's just what it is with me. So I'm leaning toward Winsome Earle-Sears a little bit, but enters Barrack Obama, and Barack Obama is endorsing Miss Spanberger. So I want to remind you of something. We're going to look at a video real quick. And I want y'all to see this video of Barack Obama talking real quick. And I want you to, hopefully y'all can see all this. I want you to see what he says here.
Say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting.
Did y'all heard that? Now, of course, he was talking about Kamala Harris. But did you hear what he said there? He was talking about Kamala Harris, but did you hear what he said there about understand you, right? Grew up like you, had to overachieve. I want y'all to think about that for a second. He's talking about Kamala Harris, who just so happens also has that Jamaican ancestry. She's half Jamaican, half Indian, right? We're going to get on that. But he's talking about Kamala Harris. But now he's endorsing Spanberger. He's endorsing a white lady with the white husband with the 3 white children. I don't care about that. I really don't care. I'm just trying to illustrate a point, the hypocrisy here. This is the Jedi Mind Trick. It's the Jedi Mind Trick. These are not the droids you're looking for. And then Miss Sears, black lady, black husband, 3 black children, Jamaican immigrant, worked in a homeless shelter, grassroots, who, by the way, Barack Obama used to be grassroots. You see what's going on here? It's not about black and white. It's never been about black and white. It's always been about political party, but they play the black and white issue. That's what they do. This is what they're doing in the Virginia election for governor. It sounds like he does a better description of Winsome Earle-Sears than he does for Kamala Harris. Winsome Earle-Sears is more grassroots than Kamala Harris, but yet he's supporting Spanberger. Can anyone explain that to me? This is what's going on. It's the Jedi Mind Trick. These are not the droids you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. You understand? Like you forgot. You should forget that I told you this about Kamala Harris, and I chastise you because you didn't vote for you're not going to vote for somebody that looked like you. Now he's endorsing Spanberger. What is going on with that? What do you think about that? Come on. What is going on with that? Trips me out. Trips me right out. Okay. Let me add another video here for you. And this video, I really like this video. Let's go to the video. All right. All righty. Okay.
Make your greens. Do you put turkey in them? Do you
Bacon.
Put nice. My grandma
I
used
do
to
bacon.
Put bacon. She's put
Garlic.
vinegar.
I put white vinegar. I do. So I start with, I slice up my garlic. But no, first I chop up the bacon
fry it.
and get all that fat going. Then I put garlic,
Yeah.
some chili peppers,
Yes.
and then a lot of water and a little chicken stock. And I let it go for a while
Flowers.
before I put the greens in. And then, right, so you get that going and all that flavor. And then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar. And then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
My
but
grandmother-
Tabasco of all, like I like Louisiana hot sauce,
Yeah.
but Tabasco has that right amount of
There's
vinegar.
some tang
Yeah.
on it, yeah.
And that's how I do my green.
I see why you get invited every year.
Now, y'all see that, right? She's talking about greens. I missed the part on the video. I should have rewinded it, where she said when she cleans them, she puts them in the bathtub. Bathtub? Bathtub. Look, I am 66 years old. I'll be 67 in November. You know how many times I heard people say they wash their greens in a bathtub? No, don't get straight. I was born in New Orleans. Okay. Okay. I came from some cooking people. Okay. The only time I heard somebody say bathtub was Kamala Harris. Bathtub. Y'all tell me, how many relatives y'all got that wash their greens in the bathtub? That sounds like some old Beverly Hillbilly stuff. Don't it? Beverly Hillbillies. That's like some granny does, you know. Jeffro, we're going to clean everything out. Go get it. We're going to throw it in the bathtub, Grandpa. Oh, okay, Grandma. Granny want me to go and put the greens in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? That's the craziest thing. I've never heard that. Look, now y'all know. She ain't clean no greens. Look, when I was in the Army, we used to have every quarter, it'd come around to our section to supply the food. My wife would cook greens. And our section was made of about 30, 40 people, right? And then the day of the potluck, we'd have visitors. So you were talking about 60 people. My wife used to cook the greens. You know how many times my wife cleaned the greens in the bathtub? 0. Never happened. She was cooking greens for 60 people. Ain't nobody put no greens in a bathtub. That's something somebody told Kamala Harris to make it sound like she black. When somebody is trying to act black, you know they ain't black. Okay? Yeah, I could see her skin pigmentation and everything. She wasn't brought up like you or me. Yeah, I put my greens. I cook so many greens. I cook them in the bathtub. Those some nasty greens. Somebody told me they cook greens in the bathtub. You think I'm eating them? Get out of here with that. But and we let her get away with that. And Barack supported her. Who was ever running her campaign and told her that need to be fired? They never need to run another campaign. Kamala. Tell her. And then you got the bozo in the back with the bald head. His ball is mine. It ain't me, by the way. But he got a head ball is mine. He said, that's right. Come on, man. You know you never heard of nobody putting greens in the bathtub. Stop it. Stop it. But greens in the bathtub. Somebody told her that. Hey, you need to make sure, because black people put greens in the bathtub. You sure about that? Yeah. And then Kamala said something like, well, I want to be sure. And then one of the agents saying, Kamala, I don't know about that. Well, You know, I want to be real. You know the difference about being real and being real? I have to be real. I want to be authentic. Let me tell you about authentic. Authentic is being real. So I want to be real and authentic and at the same time be real. You understand what I'm saying? So let's talk about bathtub greens because I want to be real. This is what she probably told them. Can you believe this nonsense? Boy, Barack Obama told us she just like us. She grew up like you. She been through the struggles like you've been through. She looked like you. She's like your mama and your auntie. She's just like you. My mama and auntie didn't put greens in the bathtub. Okay? Never happened. Never happened. Greens in the bathtub. What kind of nonsense is that? But this is what she said. Then you wonder why some of us, I ain't voting for that lady. That lady talking about she washed greens in the bathtub. That right there, that right there would turn off a lot, especially the street guys. You know, street guys. What did she say? She said, and then you know it's fake because they filming it. Who films somebody talking about making greens? Come on, y'all. Yeah, but this is what they do. That lady wasn't original. Somebody told her that. Make sure you talk about the greens. Greens in the bathtub. But Obama is supporting her. It's the Jedi Mind Trick. We ain't supposed to remember. He said that. Thank God for videos. Because I put it right up where he look like you, talk like you, act like you, went to school with you. She's like your mama, your grandmama, and your auntie. You know. Y'all, come on. Yeah. Let me put up another video real quick. I'm almost done, y'all. Let me share this one. It's on, and I'll be done after this one. Share, add to stage. And this is a letter refuting something somebody said about the NAACP. And what it was is that she, and I got one more video I want to share. And what it was saying here was the NAACP is the national largest, most influential, nonpartisan. They're nonpartisan, y'all. Nonpartisan social justice organization. Any claim that the association of NAACP, Virginia State Conference, has endorsed a candidate for governor is category force. Notice how they say that. They said the NAACP, Virginia State Conference. The NAACP supports policies and not politicians. We do not endorse candidates, and we will never allow misinformation undermine our commitment to protecting Black voters and our democracy. So as you can see there, that's what they're saying. Let me see. I'm looking down the whole letter because I don't want to miss out on anything. They're talking about healthcare, economic opportunity, door-to-door vaccine, and political game. He's mad. We don't endorse candidates. We fight for civil rights. We're laser focused on getting our people to the polls to defend democracy, to vote for leaders who stand for policies that benefit Black Americans. Let's come back to that. Again, it's called the National Association for the Advancement of Color People. That's in the title there, right? And then it talks about the NAACP. But they don't mention the fact whether or not the national organization endorses any particular candidate. Now, real quickly, the NAACP is a nonprofit. And as a nonprofit, they, by law, they are not supposed to support any candidates. That's by law. They lose their nonprofit status and then they get taxed. You understand that? So they got to come out and make this statement. But there was something out there that said they endorse a candidate. They're categorically denying it. Okay? This is what they said. So let me see if I can find another video here. And And let me show you this one. I'm gonna share it. I want you, can y'all see that? That is a picture of Miss Spanberger at the 90th, at the NAACP 90th convention. Right there. That's her right there. That's her there. Yeah. See her right there? That's her, y'all. And so now they did not endorse her. So I wanted to be a little bit more, I wanted to look at that a little bit more closer. So what I did, I went on AI, right? And I researched AI to see how many times the NAACP was at the RNC versus the DNC. You know how many times it came up? 0. They had never been at the RNC. We don't endorse. We're a nonprofit. We don't endorse any candidates. Ms. Spanberger's at their convention, right? Come on. Come on. Now, they got her there, the white lady, but not the black lady. What's their title again? The National Association for the Advancement of Color People. Okay. Okay. Technically, she's colored. She's pink. Y'all get what I'm saying? You got a black lady with a black husband that had 3 black children, but you ain't gonna endorse her, or you're not gonna have her at your conviction. But you're gonna have a white lady with a white husband with 3 white children. They need to change their name. They need to change their name to the National Association for the Advancement of the Democratic Party. That's who they are. They are not about advancing black people. Get that out of your head. They're not advancing. Doesn't it seem to me, I'm just asking, doesn't it seem to you, you know, they like these tokenisms, and they like to show things when Kamala Harris became the first woman vice president. She was black, and they were all excited about that. It's a tokenism, the reality of it. But here's another one where you can have the first female governor of the state of Virginia could be black, but they ain't talking about it. They're with the white lady. Guys, I'm not all about the race. I don't really care. I'm just trying to illustrate the hypocrisy in this organization and the hypocrisy in Barrack Obama. They're doing the Jedi Mind Trick. They've been doing the Jedi Mind Trick on us for years. You should get reparations. We can't afford reparations. We're going to let people over the border and give them stuff that you can't get. Then they turn around and tell you, you should be mad about that. Okay? You got the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship. Oh, that's for illegals. No, it wasn't. I need to do a separate video on that. The 14th Amendment came around because of the Dred Scott's decision, excuse me, who was a slave who temporarily went to an estate, and by law he was supposed to be let free because he was in there for a period of time. He died in he died before they even made it, around the time the decision was made, 1859. And when they did that, they were basically saying slaves were not citizens. So after we came out of slavery, they had to come up with the 14th Amendment to give us our citizenship. That's what it was about. And they're stealing that. Again, Jedi Mind Trick. It's for illegals. It's not for you. That's why it came up. No, it didn't. Another Jedi Mind Trick. They're going to come get you. They are not coming to get you. They already went and got you. They got you and brought you here. They are not coming to get you. They want you mad. Don Lemon, I think that's his name, Don Lemon, talking about, I think black people and brown people get guns. You go get a gun. Like y'all supposed to go out there and fight for illegals coming across the board. It's like people cutting. How many of y'all like when people cut the line? That's what it is. They're cutting the line. Jedi Mind Trick. This is what they're doing to us. These are not the droids you're looking for. They can move along now. Move along, move along, move along. If you like, please subscribe, share, and like.